Hey guys, Waluigi Walkthroughs here with some more Super Paper Mario. In the last part we completed Chapter 3-1 and got Bowser in our team, yeah! Bowser's in the house! That is my horrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impression that I will never do. Ever again. Ever again, I promise you. I promise you that. And here we are. Chapter 3-2. Bloops ahoy. Get it? Chips ahoy? I don't even know if that's what they're referencing. Well, anyway, there are a lot of enemies here underwater, mainly Cheeps and Bloopers. I find that using Bowser to take care of them is the easiest because we don't have anything else to really attack them with. Alright. So, I mean, this level is not the best of the entire chapter, but it's still fun. It's pretty cool. This is actually the really only underwater level you'll ever find in this entire game. Actually, I kind of take that back, but this is the only true underwater level that you'll find in the entire game, and that's a good thing, because I don't really like the underwater levels. I never really like underwater levels in any game. Make it Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, or make it Lake Bed Temple in Twilight Princess, or make it any water-based level world thing in any Mario game. I don't really like it, it's not that great. But anyway, if you go into 3D, there's a little passageway down here that you can walk through, and there are coins inside. It's pretty cool. I mean, if you need extra coins, then there it is. If you go down the bottom way, which is the visible way in 2D, there is a vortex, so try not to get stuck down there. I don't think there's a... Oh, okay, we can't go this way through in 3D, so you're gonna have to swim in this direction in 2D. So, easiest thing to get through this place is just use Bowser's Flame Breath to take care of all the bloopers. Oh, they're so cute. I think they're kind of cute. I mean, I don't care. It's kind of weird of me saying that, but I don't care at all. Anyway, there are 6 strange little platforms here. If you kind of remember back a couple of episodes, we've seen something like that, similar in Flipside. In a little area that we weren't able to get to previously, but seems like they're here. Clues? Could the game possibly be leading us to something new? Interesting. Well, anyway, in this little area there are little whirlpools. They don't really damage you, but they kind of make you disoriented. I don't know, it makes me disoriented to watch Mario swimming around in circles. It's kind of weird. But anyway, if you go up here, there is something that we need to do down in this pipe. There is a room, if you go further to the right before we got down this pipe, there is a room all the way to the right, and there is a map. I'm not really going to show it to you what the map says, but I'll talk about it later. For the time being, we want to come down here. Yes, down here. And just sink all the way down. Don't worry, nothing bad down here, but some interdimensional flipping bloopers. And a door. Yeah, interesting. Underwater doors. And once we get through the door... Hey, look, it's one of those pillars again. Uh-oh, we're trapped underwater. So that's why I like to keep Bowser out, because we definitely need him for this. You just want to continue holding your Flame Breath and just defeat all the enemies. Hey, look what he dropped. They dropped an Inky Sauce, replaces 3 HP, which is conveniently exactly what we need. So let's get it and grab the Shroom Shake. Awesome. Oh, great, I just lost 1 HP. I earned 3 HP back and I lost 1. Kind of a waste, if I might say so. But anyway, defeating all the enemies reveals a large chest. What could this possibly be? Hey, look who it is. In case you ain't heard, I throw a lot of girth around these parts, and I'm gonna check you out to make sure you got the weight to hang on to me by. Alright, let's start by checking your face. Dude has a shaggy eyebrows, that's not even kinda girthy. Alright, I gotta check the girthiness of those clothes of yours. What's more girthier than a giant spiky shell? That's worth 100 girth points. Girth check on the body coming up. That's where the real heavy comes from. Look at this guy. Look him up in the dictionary. He's the definition of girth. A super heavyweight right here. Bam! 10,000 girth points. So this guy actually, he says different things for every character that you have out, so there are 3 different little text options that you can get if you have Mario, Peach, or Bowser. I don't really care, I personally like Bowser's little description, and plus we had Bowser out in the first place, so it doesn't really matter. But what matters is that we got a new partner! The ground-pounding pixel named Thudley joined you. So with Thudley, we can, well, we have a new move, the ground pound. Yeah, it's awesome. A move that only Mario could really do, now Bowser and Peach can do it too. If you use Thudley, you can attack enemies, even underwater, and it does double damage. And with Thudley, we can thud those things. To thud. It's the verb of thudding. Yeah, we can pound in those little pillars and open up doors. Oh, Bowser swims really slowly. That's the problem with Bowser. No wonder why I had Mario out earlier. But anyway, now that we have Thudley, we can go back to those 6 strange pillars that we found earlier on. Of course, those 6 pillars have a certain pattern to unlock or to open the next area. This is exactly what we need to do. The pattern, if you want to find it, once you go down this pipe, we're back in this little room. If you instead go all the way to the right, rather than this little room, you will find a map. On the map, it shows a little pattern of what the ground-pounded spots need to be, but I already know what they are, so no need to go all the way there. There's nothing really over there anyway. So, without further ado, let's go ground-pound those, well, pillars. We need Mario in the first place to get out of this place anyway. Oh, drats, I pressed down instead of to side. Great. Oh, what a waste of time. I was doing so good on speedrunning this level, surprisingly. Yeah, this is probably the best run I've had of this chapter so far. Well, anyway, now that we've got out of there, instead of going down the pipe again, what you want to do is ground pound this middle spike, and ground pound these spikes. So technically you want to ground pound pillars 2, 3, and 5. Let's try to take care of that cheap sheep. Cheap sheep. Wow. Nothing like a sheep. Don't worry, the pattern is the same for every game, so it doesn't change on you like that. Anyway, there we go. Let's get rid of the cheap. There we go. And head through the door. And we are actually very close to the end of the level, believe it or not. Very short level, but there's still a few things we need to do. You want to take out Bowser because these enemies are kind of tricky. 2 hits with Bowser's Flame will take care of them. Nice to get some experience points right before something is about to happen, because we are about to go into a boss battle. A small little mini boss, nothing too big, but, you know, get as many experience points as you can, I say. Okay, don't hit me. Alright, there we go. I don't know what the enemies are. I wish I could tattle them, but we don't have Tippy. I guess if you... once you come back to this chapter later on, you could tattle them, but anyway. So, these guys will they'll freak out and lose their heads and bodies. And apparently... what's happening? Uh-oh. That's one big flipper. Wow, these are really big flippers. Hey, look, a red flipper. Interesting. And I like how the camera, camera just zooms over, scans over to the red flipper. It's like, isn't this obvious enough? And wow, that is one big blooper. Yeah, I like how in Paper Mario 1 you fight this really big blooper. Well, it wasn't that big. Then in Paper Mario 2 you fight even a bigger blooper. And I guess for this game, people over at Nintendo decided, you know what? We can have a big blooper in this game. We can make the biggest blooper anyone's ever seen, and we'll have them fight that blooper. So I guess they pulled through with their promises of having having a blooper to fight in every Paper Mario game. Yeah. But anyway, this is a pretty easy boss. What you want to do is you want to wait for the red fin, and once you do that, hit it. Bloop, 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 bloop. Not there, please. Anywhere but there. Alright, just because he said so, I'll hit there. Because I am merciless. Anyway. What you want to do is avoid the Wallows close and try to use your flame breath on them, because if you hit them, they'll go down immediately, or else you'll have to wait for them to go down. One more pillar. I mean, these are not pillars. These are, I don't know, what do you call these? Arms? Legs? Flippers? I don't know. Well, anyway, there was hit number 2. We just need to hit this guy 3 times if you're using Bowser. You could use Studley, but I don't find it's very easy. I find that using Bowser's Flame is quite easy. I don't know what I was going with saying with miles. So anyway, one more hit and there he goes. Bloop bloop. Poor Blooper. And he just sinks to the bottom of the depths. He just sinks 20,000 leagues to the bottom of the ocean. Back to the dark hole that he crawled out of. Okay, I'm gonna stop sounding creepy, but anyway. And now we're back on land. Hey, and look what it is. It's the end of the chapter. Star. Anyway, thanks for watching, and in the next part, we'll continue on with Chapter 3-3. Hope that goes well, because, man, that's a hard level.